Hello aspirants, I'm Indumati from Inkar IAS Academy. Today we are going to discuss about the 1st February current affairs. The topic taken from the Delhi Editorial. The topic is Myanmar's ethnic problem. This topic comes under our main topic GS to India and neighborhood relation. In this topic we are going to discuss about what is Myanmar's continuing issue in the last 4 years and what is civil war in the Myanmar's area and what are the background and what are the protests and resistance and what are the ongoing civil war Myanmar mean for India and what are the lies ahead. These are the things we are going to discuss today. First of all, why it is in the news. On February 1, 2021, Myanmar, the sick man of Southeast Asia. The nation is fragmenting, there is no peace and stability, the economy is ruins and also the people suffering, and the international community had over headaches to worry about Myanmar's deepening crisis has been forgotten to ignore most nations, except perhaps the member states of Association of Southeast Asian nations, the neighborhoods such as China and India. The past 4 years and have brought armed battles to homes, villages, cities, and the government troops fighting against their own people, represented by a variety of ethnic armed organizations. So, People's Defense Force in all parts of the country, north, south, east, and west, not excluding the heartland where the major bomber community lives. The resistance is broadly coordinated, the unorganized national unity governance. The cost of conflict is high. First of all, what is civil war? A civil war is a prolonged conflict between the organized group within the same country of a nation. It involves armed confrontation between factors or groups with distinct social, political, and ideological difference, all varying to control the dominance over the nation, governance, territory, and resource. First of all, what are the background of the civil war? There's the 2020 election and military coup. In the nation 2020 election, Aung San Suu Kyi Party National League for Democratic won the election. However, the military junta known as the Tatmada that claimed electoral fraud without substantial evidence and rejected the election result. And in February 2021, the military stated that coup detaining Aung San Suu Kyi and other elected members, declaring a state emergency and seizing control of the government. There is a protest and resistance. There is a many protests over there. The coup triggered widespread of protests against the government and Myanmar, and also with citizens demanding the restoration of the democracy with all the and the release of detained leaders, and also civil servants, activists, and various groups joined the civil disobedience movement and also staggering the strikes of the demonstration. And also there is a formation of the resistance focus, that is a focus as the Tatmadaw intensified its crackdown on dissent opposition group, and also there is a including armed ethnic groups organization and also armed civilians, the people defense force, to resist the military junta. These groups aligned themselves with the nation unity government, established the outshield lawmakers aiming to challenge the military authority. That current scenario is, first of all, there is a fighting has broken elsewhere the country, led by various local resistance forces like Rakhine State, Kane State, Sagaing region, and also bordering of the Manipur and Chin state bordering me near to the Myanmar. So these are the current scenario. And first of all, what does ongoing civil war in Myanmar that is meant for India, that balanced stance that India has for walk to the fine that between expressing concern the interruption of democracy in Myanmar and engaging the junta protect vital interest, and also immediate concern for the India is the influx of Myanmarese nationals in the border states of the northeast, and also there is the two at a time when the situation of Manipur remains volatile, and also there is a capturing of two important towns by the rebels, and also the anti-junta force have captured two important towns close to the only two borders crossing points between Myanmar and India. These are Rikawada close to Jokawada in Mizoram and also Kampet in Saging region around 60 kilometers from the Mora in Manipur. The later Kampat and Saging region is also part of the proposed Myanmar. What are the current legislation and framework? First of all, there is a Foreign Act 1946. Under the Section 3, the central government is empowered to detect, detain, and report illegal foreign nationals, and also Passport Entry into India Act, that is 1920. Under Section 5, authorities can removal of illegal foreigners by force under the Article 258 of the Indian Constitution. And also there is a registration of the Foreigners Act 1939, that under this mandatory requirement under the foreign national excluding overseas citizen of India visiting India on a long-term visa more than 180 days are required to register themselves as a registration officer within 14 days of arriving in India. And also Citizenship Act 1955, that act provides provisions that renunciation, termination, and deprivation of the citizenship. Further, the Citizenship Act 2019 seeks to provide the citizenship to Hindu, Christian, Jain, Parsi, Sikh, and Buddhist immigrants that persecuted in Bangladesh, Pakistan, and Afghanistan. So there is an international response is required that the Asian peace process has failed to make the meaningful progress, and also that the Western nations have imposed sanctions, but China, Russia, India maintain strategic ties with the junta. And also there is a refugees crisis with the Thailand, Bangladesh, and India that creating a regional instability. What are the lies ahead? The Myanmar resistance movements remain resilient, but the military shows the signs of the relinquishing power. And also, there is a prolonged conflict turned Myanmar into failed state with worsening humanitarian conditions. And also, there's the international efforts need to be intensify the diplomatic pressure while supporting the democratic parties within the country. Thank you so much.